All right, ladies, gentlemen, and kiddies, this time, thank you for Edge Power Sports for hosting this marvelous event. And this is the KTM 690 Enduro. Oh, has one side mirror. That's different. This is their Enduro bike for the street. Tall ass bike. It's basically like a dirt bike. Side mirror is kind of loose. Sounds nice. Not much information I know about this thing, but I will post it on the screen, so just in case. So here we go. This is my first KTM dirt bike ever. Okay. I've ridden the DR650. It's an upgrade. It's a far better upgrade than the DR650. It's in the same category for it too. This is a much more serious off-roading bike. And I feel stupid tall in here. I'm already tall and I even feel taller now. I'm not used to this. Okay, rear brakes is very good. It has that direct feel. That gear indicator, although small, is awesome. And then, weird, it has only one side mirror. As you can see, one. There's a tiny gear indicator right here. These wires are in the way, but not a big deal. Okay, I'm 6'3", 200 to 220 pounds, 32-inch inseam, and as you can see, I'm not quite flat-footed on each side, but the pegs doesn't bother me since I ride in this type of position. See, it doesn't hit my shins and everything is just right. If you're vertically challenged, you can just use one foot. And you could just use a one flat foot and you're good. Okay, this is way better than the DR650 Suzuki, but of course the price, you can tell the price, of course, but it's a different bike. I'm not used to this type of dirt enduro bikes, but as far as I'm feeling right now, I like it. It feels different, that's for sure. I'm not used to tall bikes like this, off-road oriented bikes. The rear brakes is good. I haven't tried its rev matching yet. It feels different. The left side mirror is kind of loose. This bike vibrates all over the place, but to a dirt bike that's a good thing, but at least you can know that the engine is working. Right now my leg is kind of touching the pegs, but it doesn't bother me since I'm used to it. Clutch engagement is right in the middle part. The gear selector is tactile as usual, as all KTM bikes. Unlike the DR650, this bike is more responsive, more power, and more daily friendly than the 650, the DR650. The DR is a real serious bike. I think that's why it vibrates like this, because of the knobbies. That's the takeaway for trading off-road ability to roadworthiness. And this one, you don't have to deal with the carburetor, just like the KLR 650 and the DR 650. Those bikes are medieval compared to this. I don't know what the Husqvarna version of this bike act, but it pretty much does its job. It's pretty nice to ride. I just have to get used with the knobbies on this. The knobbies on this bike is super aggressive. You can basically go to that mountain or any terrain you want. It's a real dirt bike. I say it's like it doesn't have the weight advantage as the WR250R. I still have yet to ride that bike. It's still heavier than the DR400 SM that I ridden in SoCal. But this bike delivers the kicks if you wanted to. As where we're going to go to that sweeper part of the test ride, just like with the Super Duke GT and the R. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry. I kind of overshoot on that one. My bad. Brakes are very, as you can see, it's mushy, a little bit mushy. But what can you say? It's a dirt bike. A little bit mushy than most street bikes right now. But it's properly gauging compared to the DR 650, the DR 400, and the KLR 650. It turns really well. It feels more stable than the other two Japanese bikes. No wonder people love this thing. I see these bikes everywhere in the desert area, like in Phoenix, Las Vegas, maybe St. George too. And it does sound good too, I gotta say. Let me try its transition. Rev matching is sublime. It's easy to ride still. It passes the grade on that. It's just you have to get used with the knobbies. I think that's it. The visibility on the side mirror is pretty good. It's you can see a lot at the back, better than the Super Duke series side mirrors, like that guy is riding right now. I like the visibility on these side mirrors. But it's odd to have only one side mirror, not two. Oh well, cost cutting, maybe. We can add it later on, whatever. That's what its audience is for. We just fix up this bike. Oh, also on this bike, unlike the KLR 650, this one has a real hand guards. See that aluminum bar right there? That will protect your hands from branches and everything. If the world is about to end and something. I gotta say, it's a good commuter bike. You can adjust your seating position to far back like this and act like you're in a supermoto. A naked bike, or go far forward like you want to make a fool out of yourself, or ride normal. Either way, you know, it has a very large seat. The fuel tank is at the back. It's behind your butt. And it's basically straightforward. Unlock the key and there's a pop goes the cover. That's why this one has no tank right here. It's underneath you, I think. I think it's for the better weight distribution per se. And also you can put your girlfriend in front of you and do whatever, some hanky-panky stuff. Man, this bike is tall. It's as tall as... Actually, the WR250R is a lot taller than this. I can still do 2 feet in it. I'm not tiptoe. It covers my whole heel, my whole toe area, which is good. It doesn't sag like a KLR is, and it feels it has more bike compared to the DR650. The 400 is just a small bike, period. Now I try to keep up. Everyone is faster than me. They're 1290s, that's why. And he can handle the twisty stuff, the high speed stuff really well. In fact, it's better than the DR650. But I don't think it has the touring capability as the KLR. KLR, you can go countries with it. While this one is good, basically in state by state, I think. This can go state by state. I can see that way. But not on a country by country. It's an interstate bike. Just like the... I think the FJR, yeah. It still has kick. Still has kick. The turning is good. Of course, it's not a street bike per se. It's street legal, but it's not a street dedicated bike. But it kicks still. Look at this. Oh, getting wobbly there. I hate these stripes. Prevents you to go full lean. And the Duke right there is having a nice time too. I'm still limited on my motorcycle skills. That's why I'm not gonna push this bike to the point that is over my head already. The vibes from the knobbies is still significant, but it doesn't irritate you like some Ducatis are. See, they're already past me like left and right now. And it's a different art. Dirt bikes they need to be in a different art form. You have to have a different knee sliding thing here. Yeah, it's a different art compared to the traditional street riding. Yeah, you can feel the height, see? I feel like I'm in a lifted 4x4. I feel mighty! I feel high! Superior! Low speed maneuvering. Very nice. Very nice. It can pass some motorcycle regs thing. This side mirror is too loose for me. Thank you, heavy duty guy. The bumps, nothing. The bumps in this bike. If you run through bumps in this bike, it's nothing. It's just gonna laugh at you. It can handle worse terrains than this. Apocalyptic great terrain compared to these street bikes right here. This road-centric bikes. And nearly this, because of my experience, I'm not that confident yet. But once with a decent experience, you might get a hang of it. This is a bike that can be very civil. It can be a very civil bike if you wanted to. But unfortunately, it's still not a true 50-50 bike like the KLR 650 is. Because it has extra flarings, extra this, extra that, and it even has a choke button. It even has a choke button, just like the DR650. It rekindles you from the motorcycle of the past, where choke button still exists, carbureted engine, good old carbureted engine. But on high altitudes like this, it will be a pain to calibrate it, especially if it goes pat, 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 pat. But with this bike, it's all of it is electronic, just like the WR250R is. It's much more easier to ride every day. You can get to ride it more than some bikes, some dedicated dirt bikes. See, that bump is nothing. In fact, this bike will make you want to go over potholes and stuff. Feels light, that's for sure. I don't know the weight of it. I'll just put it on the screen right now. The lead rider is a little bit more conservative compared to the previous rider. But oh well. It's their event. I'm just glad that Edge Power Sports hosted this event for KTM North America to do this. I'm just so happy. Yeah, haters. You don't want to go to demo day, ride day? You want to own a bike? I'm not rich as you. So every demo ride counts for me. I hunt demo days. Whenever there's a demo day, I will be there. Oh, it's a 6-speed too. Whoa, I can feel the squirreliness of these tires. Okay, good thing I didn't have that messed up day thing. It's good. Okay, this bike, if you want a 650 Enduro style bike, well, this is one of the only Enduro bikes I've ridden so far. Front brakes is a little bit on the mushy side. The rear brakes is very direct, firm. The front is a little mushy. See, there's a little play over there. I'm not used to that. I'm used to almost no play, almost no play on the bikes. Well, this is one of the exceptions. Rear brakes is direct still, but it has play. It still has play to deal with it. Whoa. Hey, cut me off. Oh well. I'm just enjoying the bike, enjoying this beautiful day in Draper, Utah. This is my first ever demo day in Utah. Of course, my sister lives close by here, so I can't say anything bad unless you're not used to these super knobby tires. You could basically bring this bike off-road with no effort. So far, of all of the bikes like this, I love this gauges the best. I'll buy this bike because of the gauges. The WR250R doesn't have gauges like this. In fact, I think none of them are. In fact, the KLR 650 doesn't even have a fuel gauge. Now that's funny at some point. The DR650 doesn't even have any gauges. It has a tach, and a speedo, and you just have to guess from there on. And they have choke buttons in there. Yeah, Utah, one of the best ski areas in the world. Oh, this is my first ever enduro bike. Oh, they're gonna take off. It does have good pickup. It has some good pickup. The vibes are tolerable. It's one of those vibes that are not overly annoying. The vibes on the seat doesn't emanate throughout your body. You can only feel the vibes on your palms. It might get numb after a while. But other than that, you just have to get used with the knobbies. That's it. And that's what I said. Depends on the price. I take this bike than other enduro bikes. Man, I have fun with this thing. In fact, I like this bike better than that enduro, but I'm not sure. I want to stand up on this bike, which is I can, but for the sake of argument, I won't. Oh look, that's the Vanderhall Venice. Very nice. Okay, low speed is excellent in this bike. That's essential when you go trailing with those fire trails and stuff. Okay, off. There you go. Just off it, and then the kickstand is pretty hard to find, so you have to look way around you to unload. And of course, as all tall bikes, use the pegs to get out. 690 Enduro, same engine as this, the Duke. I like it for the Enduro bike for what it is. I highly recommend it. It's much more stable than other dirt bikes that I've ridden. See, look how aggressive these knobbies are. Look at that. You can go anywhere with those. And there's the LC4 engine. This is where the fuel tank is at. There's the key. Pop it, fuel up. It has a gas gauge, it has a gear shift indicator. And it has Brembo brakes. See? Yeah, the brakes, the front brakes has a little play, but yep. Alrighty, I gave this bike a thumbs up for the KTM 690 Enduro R.